guys!
Shalom!
Welcome back to part 4. Okay, we have our last story, and that got weird. So, 2015, there was a suicide epidemic among, young people, 12 to 24-year-olds, at the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation, and it was stated that Slender Man was an influence, but a tribal president did mention that in many Native American cultures, there is, a suicide spirit who looks very similar to Slender Man. And they also said that same spirit is, considered to be a messenger to warn society that it's developing in a dangerous direction.
Yeah.
Did you get how many people committed suicide? Because it was, a lot.
There was... I didn't get exactly how many did, but I know there was over 100 that attempted.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
For real?
Yeah.
Either way, that's a lot. And they did say epidemic. I think that's why they said epidemic. It's just, there's so freaking many.
Yeah.
And 12 to 24-years, that's not even, a range... I, as a 24-year-old person, didn't hang out with
12-year-old people. Exactly.
So, I just want to know, why?
It kind of it's the same thing as the stabbing. When I was 12 years old.
Yeah, I didn't, even know what, suicide was.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know. It's just, but it's also, a different age. So, to say... For us to say, well, when I was 12, I mean, we're not old, but, for me, 12 was 2003, you know?
Yeah.
I almost said 2013.
2013.
I wish. No, I don't. That's gross.
No.
You know, it was, 2003 was, I was 12, because I turned age at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So, that was 12 for me. 2003 was, a fucking... It was,
I wonder what the number one song was in 2003.
Probably something stupid.
Probably, Hey Ya by Outkast.
Probably. No, that was more 2004.
Oh, true.
I do remember, when I was in 7th grade, no, because, so you turned 13 in 7th grade. So I would have been in 6th grade. I think I was still, developing a music... I think, what was that song, that Usher song? Yeah!
Yeah!
What was it?
Called Yeah.
In the club.
In the club!
Fix it.
Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
You're welcome.
See? But, just stuff like that is what was cool. So, don't judge me.
Oh,
you know. So, actually, 2003 was when I started developing my taste in music, so we all know where that fucking went.
I didn't know where you were going with that, but,
Where the fuck do you think I was gonna go? Opera, I like to listen to?
No, I didn't know. I just...
Oh, when I was developing.
Yeah, I was like, what?
You sick fuck. See, it did it again. 50 years.
That is so weird.
I hate that. Anyway, this computer's a piece of trash. So, yeah, I mean, it's just weird. And it was just this one reservation. So, but, and then again, a 24-year-old could have, influence over a 12-year-old, but, why are you hanging out with a 12-year-old?
Yeah.
So, I just want to know, what the cause was, or what was going on in the reservation at that time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, we can just get, this blanket...
It's, exactly.
We
don't really know what life in a reservation is like.
Oh, absolutely not. And, from what I hear, conditions aren't always that great. But, what was it about 2015 that was, this horrible?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because the two before were 2014 then 2015.
Yeah. Oh, so they were all really
They were
close.
all very close together.
What was this year?
I don't even know. June and then...
Yeah, May 2014, June 2014, and then this was 2015.
Yeah.
I think this was the duration of 2015, so, the entirety of it. Because, there were so many, like you were saying.
Yeah.
For it to be called a suicide epidemic,
yeah, exactly.
that's not good.
Yeah.
So I just want to, I just feel like there's underlying factors that need to be considered into, some of these things. Like I said, I mean, in their culture, there's a lot of things in Native American culture. I find it absolutely fascinating. So, who knows? Truly. It's scary to think about that young people. Young people.
Exactly.
I mean, 2015, 12 to 24, that was, you and me. She wasn't 12 when I was 24, but, I was 24 in 2015, and You were like...
Yeah, 2015.
You
I
were
was
like
just
16,
graduating
17,
high school.
Yeah, 18. Okay. See, like, young-ass people.
Young-ass people. Like, just starting their lives.
Exactly. Yeah. Not me, because I was old, but 2015 was a weird year. So, do you have any more Slender Man stories?
Not Slender Man, no.
Okay. Do you want to talk about your homeboy, or do you want me to talk about my homeboy?
You can go ahead and talk about your
Okay, because I mean, realistically, we have 9 minutes, so it should be fine. Okay, so my next tulpa, which again, it's one of those that's like, is it a tulpa? Because like, honestly, sometimes I think about what I heard and it makes me scared.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. Okay, so this guy is Rawhead and Bloody Bones. Oh, you got some?
Oh, I've heard of him before.
Oh, she's scared.
Really?
Well, maybe you can put some info because
shit, I've never heard of this one.
I only heard of him through a podcast, and then like that got me spooked because like just of what had happened, which we'll get into after. Okay, so this guy is sometimes referred to Bloody Bones, Rawhead, Tommy Rawhead, or Rawhead and Bloody Bones. R-A-W is what I am saying. Because they don't know, like, even when I say it, I'm like, what is this word? Rah. But he is like a boogeyman figure and was his earliest appearance, I'm assuming in literature, dates back to 1548.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, so he's been around the block a time or two. So there's a lot of folklore regarding this individual. Back in the UK, he's more so regarded as like a water demon who, who haunts various bodies of water, and ultimately, like, if you're not where you're supposed to be, or like if you're just being a piece of shit, just because he feels like it, ultimately he'll just drag his victim into the depths, and he's depicted. If he's not the water demon, because it's, it dates back this far. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of interpretation.
Oh, yeah.
So, also in the UK, he's also depicted as living in a dark cupboard or under the stairs. Oh. And he's, like, crouches, like, all, like, gross with, like, blood running down his face. And, like, he sits on a pile of raw bones that belong to bad kids.
Nice.
So, like, me and you.
Yeah. Oopsie.
But, like, he's gross. Like, I just picture him, like, just, like,
like Gollum?
Yeah, but, like, blood running down his face.
Cute.
And, like, no skin. Yeah. But in the U.S., he's depicted a little bit differently, which is also super fucking gross. He's, like, a 2-in-1 kind of deal.
Yeah.
Of how, like, they interpret him here. It's, like, so it's a head that's, like, has no flesh.
Yeah.
But it's also, like, because it's, like, 2 parts to 1 whole. So, like, the head with, like, out flesh, like, the spooky boopy head is, like, 1 part. And then the other part is just, like, dancing skeleton. Like, spooky, like, clanky. Like,
spooky, scary skeleton.
This meat cell holds nothing. I will be free of my meat prison. So, it's gross as fuck. You looked like you had something you wanted to say.
That just reminded me in Hellraiser where they show Pinhead without any skin.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, honestly, like, how I picture him is, like, like I said, I studied a lot of biology, So, like, what I always picture is, like, when you look at a face without skin and just see the muscles, and it's really eerie. It's weird to look at, because, like, the mouth muscles are so freaky because they're, like, circular.
Yeah. And
I just picture, like, just, like, no lips either, and just, like, without, like, because, like, your teeth, when your mouth is closed, your teeth are just, like,
chilling, yeah.
So it's just, like, no lips and no skin and just, like, teeth and, like, a bloody, like, no, he's got teeth, no lips, he's got teeth. Yeah. It's just, like,
I was just doing the
like, this thing. Face is gross. Yeah. Like, this doesn't look scary when I do it, because I have skin. But, like, just imagine if I didn't have skin.
I don't want to do that.
Do it. God damn it! Anywho, there actually was an account of a massacre that happened in a Cornish village, and they believe that he was actually the cause of said massacre.
Oh,
but it was also, like, a long-ass time ago, like, before, like, actual, like, CSI shit, so...
Yeah.
But he was known to be the cause. Anyway, this next story is the reason why I wanted to do him.
You wanted to do him.
I like it freaky.
We're 5.
Don't wear skin, daddy. Take off your skin. Show me your blood.
Ew. Could he? Okay,
I'm sorry. Are we talking about fucking him now?
we were just talking about how people want to fuck Slender Man. But, like,
yeah.
So, obviously he'd be able to get it up still because, like, there'd be blood, right?
I don't know. I'll have to ask him, I guess. And Mimi says yes. It's gross. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to do him, I've only heard of him one time. Oh. And that was in a podcast that I love to... Beyond the Darkness is what it's called now. I've listened to it forever. It used to be called Darkness Radio. I still refer it to that. It's just because that's what I've... But, like, he also used to co-host on Coast to Coast AM. I don't know if you... Okay. Darkness Dave, my dude.
I was going to tell you. So, this is going back to the first... This is Slenderman stabbing.
Okay.
They talked about Slenderman the night before that stabbing happened on Coast to Coast.
There's a lot of weird shit with that.
There's a lot of weird shit. But obviously, like, 12-year-olds aren't sitting there listening to Coast to Coast AM.
I did.
Really?
Yeah, I started listening when I was like 6.
I actually didn't start. I didn't even know about it until like in the last few years. I know.
Well, that's how I listened to it because my dad did, and we would drive to Texas, and that's like 5,000 hours. Mm-hmm. And so I thought I was hot shit because my dad's like, "Hey, come be my co-pilot," because my mom would sleep in the back, and we'd listen to Coast to Coast. So I remember being like 6, listening to this weird ass shit, and like now I love it so much. Like I buy the Insider, so I'm gonna give you that login, girl. I don't listen to it all the time because some of the tacos I'm not really interested in, like the health and wellness, like like boring.
Who cares? I just want to hear about
I just
creepy shit.
Give me my wine and let me die.
Exactly.
Ew, you want me to eat vegetables?
Ew.
Vegetables. Exercise. Vegetables.
Exercise these demons, bitch.
How about fitness? More like fitness pizza up my ass.
Oh.
I want to reverse eat, like in South Park.
Okay.
I mean, like, I don't think that sounds pleasant.
No,
anyway,
at least it's greasy. To lube it up.
Lube it up. Spread the cheeks. Spread them. God, how are we fucking engaged? This is actually why. We're got locked down.
Yeah.
Anyway, so continuing this, I feel like I keep hearing a car door.
Okay, same though. That are gunshots.
Definitely not gunshots. Or maybe it's a guy shitting in the fucking road again.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so that happened last week. We have like 2 minutes, so I'm just going to tell you this story about this man who pooped
right in the storm drain.
Storm drain. We were out here. We were actually here last week being pieces of trash. And we were just partying. It was for a surprise birthday party. Mm-hmm. And we were just like chilling. And then, did Stevie point it? Oh, no, I think I did.
I don't know.
I was like, what the fuck is going on over there? It's like, I was like, hey, babe, is that guy like shitting? He's like, oh my God.
He said he actually saw the poop coming out of his butt.
Like, this man pooped in the storm drain.
Like, he just dropped his drawers and like squatted in the street.
We live residential. He was literally like 20 feet away from a park with a operating restroom.
Yeah. And they were like, we were all out in the yard.
It wasn't like, everybody. It's not even like there was like one of us and we're just like, oh shit.
No, we were just like
pooping.
all gathered
and we were like, look at that guy pooping. And he was just like totally like, whatever, I'm taking a shit.
Yeah, didn't even like care.
He didn't even like
was
notice.
Phase.
I don't think he was on this fucking planet.
I don't either.
To be completely honest with you.
I think he thought he was shitting in a toilet.
I think he thought he was shitting on a spaceship. Personally. But you never know. Okay, well, that finishes part 4. I'll finish my story in the next part, and then we can get into more This is going to be a long one.
Yeah.
We might have to do a couple days. But thanks for staying out. We get off topic, and this format sucks, but it's what we have. I could edit all this stuff out, but honestly, it's funny.
Bye.
Bye.